Hi, I'm Steve, but a lot of people just call me Grandpa, which you can as well. Today I'm going to read to you the story of Ben. Ben is a steamroller. Steamrollers are what we call them in England. They're called road rollers here. So let me start the story for you. Ben was written and illustrated by Jack Townend. And it starts off with, under a shed in the corner of the council yard at Upper Toddington lived a steamroller whose name was Ben. He was not a very happy steamroller because never in all his life had he seen any of his brothers and sisters. He didn't even know if there were any other steamrollers in the whole wide world, and he often felt very sad as he sat there all by himself in the corner of the yard. When Mr. Doty was cleaning him up, Ben felt much happier. But at night, when he was left alone, he always became sad again, and he often used to cry a little, leaving tiny pools of tears beneath his boiler. Can you see that in the picture? Underneath the steamroller, little puddles of tears. Then one day Mr. Doty told Ben that the road from Upper Toddington to Wibsey was to be made wider, and that he would be needed to roll out the new road. Ben was so pleased at this, and next morning when they set off, he felt very proud. You can see in the picture him going with all the bits and pieces he needs to tow behind him. Through the town they went, Ben with his lamp high in the air, for he always held it like this when he was feeling happy. He had never been so far out of town before, and he was thinking of all the new things he might see. On they went until they reached the Wibsey Road, and here they stopped and set to work on the widening. Mr. Doty put up a big sign saying, "Danger, Ben at work," just to warn anyone who might be coming along the road. And Ben laughed to himself as he rolled his way backwards and forwards over the stones. At night time, Ben was put at the roadside along with the tarpan, the workman's hut, and the tool cart. He didn't like it very much because the workman's hut, which had a wobbly wheel, creaked all the time, and the tarpan smelt so badly. But Ben soon fell asleep and dreamed, as usual, of other steamrollers. After a few days' work, they reached the hilly part of the road, and one morning, Ben saw in the distance a puff of white smoke. He held his breath, and he looked again. Could it be another steamroller? Yes, it was. Ben gave a great roar, and leaving Mr. Doty behind, he set off down the hill as fast as he could go. The other steamroller, which belonged to the Wibsey Council, must have heard Ben's roar, for it raced down the other hill towards him. At the bottom, they met, and they were so thrilled that Ben gurgled and spluttered until his boiler almost burst. The Wibsey engine was very beautiful. Her chimney had a shiny top, her canopy had frills, and her name was Matilda. At first Ben was shy, but he soon plucked up his courage and whispered, "Let's run away." To his great delight, Matilda answered, "Yes, let's." So they both took a very deep breath, and with a loud whoop they left the road and raced across the fields as fast as their wheels would spin them. Down through the valleys they went, and over the hills until they came to a forest. They played here for a while, and when the night came, they slept beneath the trees. And an owl came and sat on Matilda's chimney. Can you see that in the picture? And two mice ate their supper on one of Ben's big wheels. very small mice. All through the night, Ben and Matilda slept happily, but in the morning they were awakened by a great shout. Mr. Dodie and Mr. Longleg, Matilda's keeper, had come to take them back. Matilda began to cry, but Ben was very brave and very firm. He put on his brakes as hard as ever he could and declared that unless he could live with Matilda, he would never work again. Neither Mr. Dodie nor Mr. Longleg liked the idea at all, but in the end they had to give in, for they couldn't do without Ben. So back to the road they all went, and the next day 2 huts were built side by side. One for Ben and one for Matilda. And a hole was made in the roof of each hut so the 2 steamrollers could put out their chimneys and breathe the fresh air. So Ben and Matilda are now very happy, for every day when their work is done, they return to their little huts, where the owls hoot. Can you see an owl in the picture? And the mice play. There are some mice in the picture as well, just as they did in the wood, and talk to each other until bedtime. The end.
Well, hello everybody. We are here reading for you. My name's Amy Raschuti, and I have books about trolls today, which I believe we had a book earlier about trolls. So it's the season of the trolls is what we're doing. I have a new version of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff. The author is Mac Barnett, who I love and adore. The illustrator is John Klassen, who I love and adore. So we will start with that one. Like I said, it's a new spin, same story, same troll, but different words. So I would like to start with that one. And if I may, I shall. 3 Billy Goats Gruff, retold by Mac Barnett and illustrated by John Klassen. Once upon a time, there was a bridge, and beneath that bridge, there lived a troll. The troll would sit in the mud and the rubble and the trash, listening, waiting, hoping for someone to cross the bridge above his head. I am a troll. I live to eat. I love the sound of hooves and feet and paws and claws on cobblestones, for that's the sound of meat and bones. The troll used a filthy fingernail to scrape the wax out of his ears. All he'd eaten lately was a leather boot and some goop he'd found in his belly button. He was practically starving. Clip, clop, went the bridge above his head. The troll scrambled to his feet. He climbed into the light, crying, "Who seeks to reach the grassy ridge? Who dares to walk across my bridge?" A little goat stood there, quivering. "It's only me," said the goat, "a billy goat. My last name's Gruff." The troll began to dance and stomp. "I love goat. Let me count the ways. A rump of goat in honey glaze. Goat smoked, goat poached, a goat pot roast. Goat smorgasbord, goat smeared on toast. A goat kale salad, hold the kale. Goat escargot, that's goat plus snail. On goat I'll dine, on goat I'll sup. You little goat, I'll eat you up." "Please," said the little goat, "you don't want to eat me. There's hardly any meat on my bones." The troll squinted. Now that he mentioned it, the goat did look kind of stringy. The little goat smiled. "If you let me cross, I'll tell you a secret. Soon my big brother will come this way, and he is much fatter and tastier than I am." "Your big brother, huh?" said the troll. He tugged the long hair that grew from his chin. "Okay, you may pass." And the first Billy Goat Gruff trotted clip-clop, across the bridge. Down below, the troll chuckled to himself. "I can't believe I tricked that goat into telling me about his big brother. I'm so smart and fun and handsome." Clip-clop, went the bridge above his head. The troll scrambled to his feet and climbed into the light, crying, "Who seeks to reach the grassy ridge? Who dares to walk across my bridge?" It was another goat. "It's only me," said the goat, the second of the Billy Goats Gruff. The troll was glad to see this goat was not so small. He clapped his hands together and he squealed, "I love goat. Let me count the ways. Goat Benedict with hollandaise, goat jerky, jerk goat, curried goat, goat gravy in a silver boat, a goat flambe with candied yams, a goat clam bake with goat, not clams. On goat I'll dine, on goat I'll sup. You little goat, I'll eat you up." "Please," said the goat, "no, you don't want to eat me." The troll frowned. "Why not? You look delicious." The second goat smiled. "I would only spoil your appetite, for if you let me cross, I'll tell you a secret. Soon my big brother will come this way, and he's much fatter and tastier than I am." "Your big brother, huh?" The troll whistled. "I'd sure like to see that." He twirled the chin hair around his finger. "Okay, you may pass." And the second billy goat, Gruff, trotted clip-clop across the bridge. Crouching down there in the dark, the troll was bursting with anticipation. "This third brother sounds positively mouth-watering. I can't wait to eat him." The troll picked at a scab. "What rhymes with strudel?" Clip-clop went the bridge. The troll began drooling. "Oh my, here we go!" And he scrambled to his feet and flung himself into the light, crying, "Who seeks to reach the grassy ridge? Who dares to walk across my bridge?" "Oh," said the troll, wow, you're really big." The troll straightened himself up as tall as he could. He coughed and he said in a voice that sounded quite small, "I'll eat you up, you little goat." The big goat laughed. He lowered his horns and stamped his hoof. "No," said the goat, "you will not." And the third, Billy Goat Gruff, rammed into the troll, who flew off the bridge, into the rapids, and over the waterfall, which was known as the Big Waterfall. And then he went over the huge waterfall, and then came the waterfall we call the really enormous waterfall. The troll floated down the river, around the bend. Where he ended up, I can't really say. I've never gone that far. There are too many mosquitoes. As for the third goat, he trotted clip-clop, and joined his brothers on the grassy ridge. The three Billy Goat Gruff are there still today, eating all they want, getting nice and fat. You can go visit them and say hello. All you have to do is cross the bridge. The end. So I hope you got all those descriptions of the food. Maybe it made you hungry, right? The second one we have is called the Toll Bridge Troll. It's another bridge. It's another troll. A lot of tricks in this one. The author's name is Patricia Ray Wolf, and the illustrator is Kimberly Balkin-Root. It's got some questions in here. So I hope you're all thinking very hard because there's some riddles. So I hope you like riddles about the Toll Bridge Troll. Today was the first day of school, and Trig didn't want to be late. He gobbled his breakfast, grabbed his books, and gave his mother a goodbye kiss. "Have a good day," she said, "and be careful of the troll." "Yes, Mother," said Trig. Trig walked across the field, up the big hill, down the long road, and when he came to the little bridge, he stopped and looked around. Just as Trig stepped onto the rickety wooden bridge, a terrible, ugly troll jumped up from beneath it. "This is my bridge," snarled the troll. "But I have to cross the bridge to go to school," Trig said. "Why?" the troll said. "So I can get smart." "That's not a good reason," the troll said. "I have to go to school because my mother said so," Trig said. "Oh," said the troll, "that's a good reason." Trig started to cross the bridge. "Wait," said the troll, jumping in front of Trig. "This is my toll bridge. You have to pay a penny to go across." Trig thought for a minute. He couldn't pay a penny every day to go to school. He would just have to trick the troll. "I have an idea," said Trig. "We'll ask a riddle. If you answer the riddle, I won't cross your bridge. But if I answer the riddle, I get to cross for free today." Oh, goody, said the troll, jumping up and down. I like riddles. Here's the riddle, Trig said. Why does a giraffe have such a long neck? Well, the toll-bridge troll hunched down into a thinking crouch. He crunched his face into a thinking frown. Think, 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 think. After a long time, the troll asked, what's a giraffe? A giraffe is an animal with a long neck, said Trig. Oh, the troll hunched into his thinking crouch. Think, think, think. I give up, the troll said finally. Why does a giraffe have such a long neck? Because his head is so far away from his body, Trig said. I win, I get to cross for free today. The toll-bridge troll stamped his feet. He shook his fist and he made awful angry troll noises. But he let Trig cross the bridge. That worked well, Trig thought. I'll need many more tricky ideas if I'm going to cross the bridge every day without paying. After school, the toll-bridge troll was waiting for Trig. My mother lives under this bridge too, the troll told Trig. She heard your riddle. She said you tricked me. She said I was supposed to ask the riddle. Trig just smiled and quickly crossed the bridge, and as he ran for home, he stumbled over a hole in the road. That gave him an idea. The next day, Trig's mother kissed him goodbye. Have a good day, and be careful of the troll, she said. Yes, mother, said Trig. He walked across the field, up the big hill, down the long road, to the bridge. As Trig stepped onto the bridge, the troll jumped out, looking more terrible than ever. This is my bridge, the troll snarled. Not again, thought Trig, but I have to cross the bridge to go to school, Trig said. Why? So I can get smart. That's not a good reason. I have to go to school because my mother said so, Trig said. Oh, said the troll, that's a good reason. Trig started to cross the bridge. Wait, said the toll-bridge troll, and he jumped in front of Trig. This is my toll bridge. You have to pay a penny to cross. Trig pretended to look for money in his pocket. I don't have a penny, Trig said, but I have an idea. Let's ask another riddle. If I answer it, I cross your bridge for free. Okay, said the troll, but today I ask the riddle. He hunched into a thinking crouch. He crunched his face into a thinking frown. Think, 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 think. After a long time, the troll said, I don't know any riddles. I know one you can use, Trig said, and he whispered it into the troll's ear. Oh, that's a good one, said the troll. How much dirt can you take out of a hole that is 3 feet wide and 3 feet deep? The troll asked. Trig pretended to think. That's a good one, he said. I win, shouted the troll. He jumped up and down. No, wait, Trig said. I remember. The answer is none. There is no dirt in the hole. The troll stamped his feet, he shook his fist, and he made awful troll noises. I hope I don't run out of riddles, Trig thought as he ran off the bridge. After school, the troll was waiting for Trig. My mother said you tricked me again, said the troll. She said you knew the answer when you told me the riddle to use. Could be, said Trig, quickly crossing the bridge. And as he ran home, he spied 2 coins lying in the dirt on the road ahead. That gave him an idea. The next day, Trig's mother kissed him goodbye, told him to have a good day, and warned him to watch out for the troll. Yes, mother, said Trig. Trig could see the troll waiting for him, looking more ugly than ever. This is my bridge, the troll snarled. Trig took a deep breath. But I have to cross the bridge to go to school and to get smart because my mother said so, he said. Oh, that's right, I remember. Trig started to cross the bridge. Wait, the troll said. This is my bridge. You have to pay a penny to go across. Trig sighed. I have another idea. No more riddles, said the troll. My mother's mad at me because of your riddles. No riddles, said Trig, and he reached into his pocket. I have 6 cents, he told the toll bridge troll. If you can guess what kind of coins they are, I'll give them all to you. I'll even tell you how many coins I have to make 6 cents. It's a deal. My mother's going to be proud of me this time. Okay, I have 2 coins, said Trig, and one of them isn't a nickel. You have 6 cents with only 2 coins, and one of them isn't a nickel, the troll repeated. Right. The toll bridge troll hunched into his thinking crouch. He crunched his face into his thinking frown. Think, 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 think. I give up, the troll said after a long while. Trig opened his hand, and there was 1 nickel and 1 penny. But you said one of them wasn't a nickel, the troll said. Right, said Trig, and he picked up the penny and held it up. This one isn't a nickel. Trig ran across the bridge. After school, the troll was waiting for Trig. My mother said you tricked me again, the troll said. Trig just smiled. You know what else my mother said? What? Asked Trig. She said, tomorrow I have to go to school with you so I can get smart. Walk to school every day with a terrible, ugly troll. Oh, well, Trig said, thought with a sigh, at least now I won't have to pay the toll. The end. Thank you.